here, okay? What do you want from us?
How much more do you want from me? And we're back.
Hello, girls. We're back.
And we're back. We're back.
And we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Cha-cha-cha. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Taylor.
And Toya.
This is the Heaux Bag. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite streaming platform and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at _Heaux Bag. That's _HEAUXBAG. Keep up with our shenanigans. Bye.
Bye. We're ready. Ready as we'll ever be. It's you and me.
Forever and ever and ever.
We're ready. We are ready. Hey ho.
Hey.
And we're back
With the BS.
Yes.
So today's episode is called Questions That Need Answers, Nayvadius DeMun Wilburn, a.k.a. for those of you who don't know his real name.
Is it Nayvadius or Nayvadius? Because I don't know how to say it.
Mr. Hendricks, please tell us, because we don't know. But his name and two of his kids' names are Future Hendricks, for y'all who didn't know his government.
He has two kids with the same name?
No. So Sierra's son is named Future, and then Joey Chavez's son is named Hendricks.
Oh,
and his stage name is Future Hendricks.
That's cool.
You know, he got that bomb. When you want to name your kids after your stage name.
Right. I don't even want my kids to be named Junior. Shit, let alone your street name. Imagine that was a one-night stand and they was messing around and like she never knew. I'm sure this has happened before. She never knew his real name because he lied and gave her a fake name. So she named the baby after him. And then the whole time his family was like, that's cool. Where you get that name from?
That was like...
And she was like, so his name isn't Future? Oh, ooh, no, baby. It's Nayvadius.
Girl, that was like, what was that show? He was like, my name Lee John, because my mama didn't know who my daddy was, and she was sleeping with two men. It was either Lee or John.
This seems like a Future Hendrix situation. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so we're going to get into that after Twitter news. What's going on in Twitter news?
So being that we're in the lovely state of Texas.
Yeehaw.
Texas state troopers are told to lose weight by December 1st or face consequences. So a new controversial policy is forcing officers to slim down the size of their waist by the end of 2022, according to a new policy under the Texas Department of Public Safety. What is that policy, you may ask? What's the details? Well, here they go. Consequences may include temporary removal from enforcement role and no overtime allowance. Determinations to temporarily reassign or restrict overtime will also be made by the deputy director. The policy states that men with waist size over 40 inches and women over 35 inches will be required to start a weight loss program. This policy applies to about 4,000 total officers.
Damn.
And I'm sure we've seen on like, I've seen a lot of those videos, and it's always the niggas that, and then they end up shaking him. He on the ground, and it's like, damn.
Wait, did you see that video in Dallas when Buddy took off running and he like jumped over the highway and then the police were taking off and then they were all out of breath?
I did see that.
It was in Dallas, Texas. Yes.
The last video I saw was this girl. She was it's that one little trending song now. Well, not trending song, but video. And it was like before the Duce kicks in and after the Duce kicks in. And the girl at first, you know, she was dancing or whatever. And then once the Duce kicks in, she was running from the police. And when I went to the comments, I'm like, damn, did she make it? I think she made it. Like, she didn't even get arrested because he couldn't keep up. And he was fat.
Girl.
I'm sorry, not fat, but according to this, he was overweight.
I mean, I'm here for it. If they're going to be out here, you know, doing all that rah-rah and BS and all this stuff, they need to at least be in shape.
So you don't reach for your gun. I feel like that's what that is.
That's
hopefully that's where that's stemming from is, okay, you know what, at least catch them. Like, let's reverse it, and what's the proper protocols to catching someone that's on foot or whatever? You just boom, and you just gonna shoot them because you can't keep up. You mad because you can't keep up. It don't make no sense. The math ain't mathing.
Halt, who goes there?
Yeah.
I really don't know. You know, growing up on a military base, like we've never seen everybody like follow the rules. It was like
except for officers.
Well, I'm saying
because officers
shoot people down in the military.
Right. I meant the weight protocol. Officers were always the biggest ones in the military because they didn't have to get up and do drill like everybody else anymore because they were officers. That's what I'm talking about. Army officers. Once you got to be an officer, it was more like lenient. So they were bigger than everybody else.
You said officers. I'm thinking of police officers.
No, officers in the military.
Absolutely, yeah. They kind of just you trying to figure out how they still in the military. Mm-hmm. Girl, they living good. And people in the Navy, living real good. And you like, you on your 15th year? How?
Yep.
They don't make them do anything. Mm-mm. But I'm glad that, they're putting up, more so not even just like to talk bad about police in general, but I think people just need to be in shape because I'm tired of seeing people be out of shape. And then everywhere I'm going, I see a dialysis spa. And this is no shade against people with bad diets, but we could cut back on dialysis spa if people would just eat healthy and get in shape.
I was literally listening to a podcast earlier. It's 19 Keys, Queen Alpha. I hope I said her name right. Her son, which is like the gangsta spiritual rapper. But they were talking about, then this will go so far left and I'm not going to get that big into it. But if we keep going, if we go back to our roots, which is like African spirituality, then the hospital starts at home. So everything derives from your diet. Like at the end of the day, cancer derives from your diet. Absolutely. Yes, some things are genetically passed down, but so is bad eating. So there's that too.
Facts on facts on facts. So
the icing on the cake.
That is hilarious. That was the next topic. Mm-hmm. So let's get into this. So Nayvadius DeMun the nigga named Future.
Nayvadius. She probably put a little razzle dazzle on it.
Has been saying there's a clip going around talking about he was victimized. He didn't victimize women. Have you seen that?
I scrolled right past it when I saw it. I think I listened to a little bit and I was like, all right, now the math, once again, the math ain't mathing. You have how many kids by how many baby mamas, but you're the victim.
But he said he's only had one by each woman. He said when he really loves a woman, he's going to give her 2, maybe 3. You know what that sound like to me? When Boosie was like, I wish I would just skeeted in one of them.
I mean, it's cheaper to keep her, I'm hoping. But damn, aside from that, if I really love you, I'm going to give you more than one child.
At this point, it means nothing to me. I'm thinking because I'm like, so I can't really tell what type of father you are because you can't dedicate time to all these. Yes, you can give them money and resources, but you can't sit up here and pour values into each 10 of your children on top of the 3 additional that you're going to have. Like that just doesn't.
Especially when you're looking at the age ranges, because the older kids get, the more involved they are going to be in sports, the more involved they're going to be in cheerleading or dance or whatever the situation is, or science camps and all this. How are you going to spread yourself thin going to everything?
And then still make time to be a partner
and rap
and rap and make money and show up to your events. Cause entertainers don't get paid unless they show up to stuff.
Yep.
Like that's how they make their money. It ain't off the streaming because y'all niggas know y'all be downloading everything like I do too. But
you better do a lot of damn walkthroughs. You better walk through every city you got a kid in at the club. Because that's the only way I see you.
What did Eliza Rain say? She said she saw her baby daddy over there. She's like, hold on, let me go ask him if he want to pick up his son.
No, she said she was going to get the bottle girls to bring her baby over there with whistles and motherfucking and bring the baby right onto his section. And I understand. If that's how you can spend time with your baby, hell, why not? You got a section, she be all right.
I had asked one of my friends who's a psychiatrist, and he's like 40 something, and I had asked him, I was like, why? I sent him the Future thing, and I was like, why is it that y'all, because he himself included, why are you past 40 and then you decide you want to settle down? He was like, man, when your testosterone dropped, then you start really rethinking life because you can't just go out here. I guess it takes a mental toll on men when they get ED or, they just can't keep up. And then I got to thinking about Future was trying to be with Lori and like he just looked like her papa and he never looked excited to be there because he looked wore out. And she was like, hey, we taking pictures and he probably can't keep up with her. And so I was thinking he probably wants to settle down now because he's like, I done ran through all these hoes, Everybody thinks I'm a fuck nigga. If the shoe fits.
Boy, if the Air Force One fits, Nayvadius, wear it.
But then he also goes into the interview, and of course I'm doing, sound bites because I didn't watch the entire thing. But I thought it was a good topic. He was like, he never had a father there to show him how to love a woman. And I mean, that's a valid thing. So he's probably seeing it now. And he's like, damn, I want to be better. Unfortunately, your life has been publicized. So, we don't hold it against you. But we would like to see you do better. Steve,
I think here's the thing. When you really feel like, damn, I really fucked up. You don't turn your situation into I'm the victim. You hold yourself accountable for how you fucked up. And then you move forward and you apologize to the people that maybe need that apology, because I'm pretty sure every baby mama that you've had sex with, I don't think you've really sat down. I hope you have, but I don't think you really sat down and was like, before he opened his mouth up and was like, man, I was the victim. If I really loved a woman, I would have gave her 2 or 3 kids. Not only are you playing the victim, but now you making me feel stupid. Me along with my counter colleagues of baby mamas, sister wives, sister baby mamas. Like, think before you speak and then before you publicly put it out there.
Especially, and I think, not to always come back to Sierra, but I think that's a big slap in the face for her and for Joey Chavez, because those seem like the two that he really cared about. And it's like,
exactly.
You gave him some bust downs, but now you saying, I didn't really fuck with him like that. But you made a whole viral set of mixtapes and all this stuff about, I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of fucked up. But you know what? Somebody is going to fall for it again. And we'll see Mrs. Wilburn soon, I'm sure. It's really...
I love, actually, like, in real life, seeing those type of people. Like maybe a dude that I used to deal with or talk to, I just be like, damn, I can't wait to see who you get married to. Because one thing about karma, that motherfucker always spin the block.
Child.
And the person that you end up getting married to be the person that you need. Like,
but you know what? I think if it skips that, I think that it hits your kids.
Oh, I honestly agree. Karma will hit you. That's what I mean. By it spinning the block, it may not go through you. It may go inadvertently to your spouse. It may and you have to watch it, because some people are either I'll show you better than I can tell you. You're a visual learner, or it's like, I gotta feel it to learn it. So he's probably one that he feels it all the time, but he's probably fucking numb to it. But he gonna feel it. His little son probably gonna get his heart broken. His daughter, them daughters, they be hitting hard. And who are you to, like, who was that? Was that, it wasn't Chris Rock. It was D.L. Hughley, I think, when he finally spoke up and had something to say about women. And it's like, aren't you the same comedian that said something about your daughter or girls? Like, make it make sense. You can't sit here and down women, but then turn around and want to be Mr. Rah-Rah. I'm Big Daddy for my daughter. Now, nigga, according to you, bitches is hoes and they getting slutted out. Keep that same energy when it comes to your daughter.
And
she gonna be somebody's slut. I mean, you know what I mean. Not to say it like that, but according to you, according to your lyrics.
But you know what's crazy? Now, let's go back years ago when Lil Wayne was having all them baby mamas pop up back in the tens. I don't know what years that decades off. Whatever. Regina is now of age, and they don't want her dating rappers, and she's out here being cute and all this stuff. But like, he's like, don't nobody F with my daughter. I mean, he's telling people like, don't let it happen. But it's like, I mean,
niggas probably had his baby mama, his daughter on a checklist. Like, all right. Shit. Who are you to tell somebody not to fuck with your daughter? Like,
I'm curious. Like, is she getting her heart broke? Is she getting cheated on? Like, I saw her in the news for a little bit, and then she kind of just like,
yeah, because her boo went to jail. He's facing Fed time now.
Oh, what he do?
Oh, dude, I don't recall what he did as of right now. But yeah, you can look him up. The last dude she was dating was who was that rapper she was dating? I can't even think of what he's irrelevant to me because I don't really listen to his music. Yeah. But yeah, he's facing Fed time. So that's probably why you don't hear too much from her. But hey.
So, sorry, to get back on the thing. So when I had thought about Future being 40 and wanting to settle down.
He's 40? Google Future's age real quick.
Hold on real quick. Well, we'll Google in a second. He's close to 40. 38.
Okay, 38.
He's 38 and a half. So he got
38 and some change.
He had 18 months. But no, when I saw that, it made me think of this other thing that was going viral on Twitter. It said, roommate wanted. Single male, 44, searching for a roommate. Must be female, age 18 to 25, single, must be willing to cook and clean, 1 bedroom, you can use the couch until you're comfortable enough to share the bedroom, no pets, no drinking, no drugs, no male friends allowed. My home has a no closed door policy. This is for safety, quote unquote. It's only $400 a month. Call me now.
You have a 1 bedroom that has 2 doors in it, and you have a no closed door policy. Well.
But and put into perspective, niggas don't want to settle down. They want free made, free sex. Like
from Craigslist. What?
How you 44 and you want an 18 to 25-year-old?
To freaking manipulate. That's a damn shame.
Cause she'll listen and do all the free code nasty shit that y'all wanted. It made me think of Future though. He's gonna settle down with somebody who's in that age range and who's manipulative or who's easily impressionable, and she's gonna give him 3 kids because she's not gonna go, oh, but what about your other kids? And you ain't got time for me. She's gonna be like, I got money and I got Future.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't realize she getting a piece of the pie because that pie's gotta be, it's been cut thinly. It ain't dividing like it used to divide. And it just makes me think that men don't really want partnerships. Not to say that this is the male bashing show, but do they? I mean, from your experience. I mean, we had Mr. Landon on here and he wanted a partner, but society shows otherwise. Am I wrong?
I mean, statistically speaking, women outnumber men. So we know that. And like I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, it's really slim pickings out here for women versus men. Yeah. And he was like, no, it ain't. Y'all got it easy. Y'all got it. No, we don't. I mean, me personally, and this is not to bash any gay men, but I would choose for my partner to not be bi-curious. So there's that part. And then a lot of them are married. The qualified ones that I probably want are married. And if they're not married, they're divorced. And if they're divorced, they're probably bitter. And then if they're not married or divorced and they got baby mamas, and if they don't have that, then they're a mama's boy. And then they got, like, it's so many different variables to
damaged goods,
weeding out. Just like how, our the Honorable Kevin Samuel says, you guys have to weed out women too. And I get that. But are we just supposed to settle for the crumbs?
Essentially, yeah.
And then the crumbs that we get want us to just be sleeping on the couch until we're comfortable enough to lay in the bed with them for $400 a month with a no closed door policy. Like,
so
what?
You want me to come and sleep with you and pay you to sleep with you? Get the fuck. You 44 and can't afford your own rent.
A 1-bedroom? This better be a lavish ass condominium on the 29th floor.
So the area code is 313. Mr. John, can you look that up for us?
Is that Detroit?
I think it is Detroit. Nigga, you
can't trying to get me killed
in Detroit. You know how cheap it is to live in Detroit? Get the fuck out of here. Child,
Is it Detroit? It's 313. Send me that so I can go report his page. Because this is I can't.
He put his number all over. So he had made the little paper things like on the Craigslist. And so
and then you cut them so the people can pull a snap and put it in their purse for later.
I kind of want to call the number. Hey,
let's call it right now.
It's bleeped out, so I'm gonna have to go do a little searching.
Damn.
But you know what? We're gonna follow up in a couple weeks.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna call that shit for real.
What he said. It looks like 313-819-032. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna try. I'm at home.
We ain't got nothing but time.
Nothing to do.
I got time today.
So now that Buddy can't afford a roommate or Netflix, I wonder what's his go-to line to trick females. Have you been keeping up with the Netflix news?
Yeah, I actually had canceled my Netflix, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Too.
Until I noticed that the TV in my bedroom, I forget what that TV is called, but it's the one that only has like, what is it called? Voodoo, Netflix, and Pandora on the button. So it doesn't have like to where I could go on some more shit. So I was like, damn. So the other day I put Netflix back on my shit. And then I regret it because I was looking through and I'm like, these shows suck. Like there's nothing on here.
I was thinking that too. So we had canceled our Netflix and I was like, my reasoning behind it was, all the good shows have gone to other platforms. So I was like, I'm going to treat them like stars. When there's a show on, I'll take it. But when it's not, I'm sorry. I don't have nothing to watch. Just like Hulu. I always cancel that once a year.
Hey, y'all create 42 emails to keep free trials before I get to paying all these motherfucking subscriptions.
I'm actually on my 5th Hulu email. And my free trial ends today.
This is not my email at gmail.com 1. This is not my email at gmail.com 2.
I'm too old for this. I know. But let me tell y'all something. Inflation is at an all-time high. We are approaching a recession. Like, life is hard out here, okay? Like, it
is.
Y'all want us to pay for everything.
Set some damn crops on fire the other day. It's a lot going on out here.
What happened?
Girl. Look, I watch the news every morning when I wake up just for a dose of depression. And every morning I'll be like, damn, that's fucked up. I say that at least 10 times watching the news, like, damn, that's fucked up. Damn. But yeah, it's some crops that got set on fire. But to go back to Netflix, and what would be his go-to, I don't know. Maybe YouTube and chill.
YouTube costs money now too.
You just gonna have to watch through the ads. I don't know.
Yeah, I had canceled my YouTube subscription and had the ads are coming on in the middle of the music. I said, oh, hell no. So I kept that one. But I'm like, literally, when you put all your subscriptions together, this is more than paying.
Hey, it's adding up. It really is.
Ridiculous. So you just got to find. I canceled after Fresh Prince of Bel-Air went off Peacock. Nobody want to watch it.
Yeah, there's nothing on Peacock. I watched old stuff on there like Kings of Queens. I love the show. But this one guy was telling me that, is it Comcast TV? It's something TV, and it's like over 100-something channels, and it's really cheap. And I forgot, and I got to listen
Sling?
to it. No, not Sling, not Comcast. Is it Google TV, I think, or something like
Google.
that?
I had YouTube TV.
Is it YouTube? It's somebody's TV. Was it worth it? YouTube TV?
Actually, yes. It was. You got everything. Whereas if you have Hulu or you had... I think I had Hulu and then I had like another AT&T and I still had to subscribe to other stuff, but YouTube just had it all.
Okay. That must have been what he was talking about.
It was a really good subscription. I think I might get it back. Yeah, but I didn't have nothing else to watch. I think we were watching, my partner was watching one of them sports channels and they went off because, what's his name? Skip, not Skip, Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon had
Skip. Yeah.
Shannon had went off for a little bit and he was like, well, he gonna be back.
Oh, yeah.
Just cancel it in the meantime. And I know that sounds like some cheap shit.
Hey.
But all of it adds up. Like, we're just paying subscription after subscription. I think
shit does add up.
Doing my taxes and going through like trying to find write-offs. Girl, I had like little $3 here, $3 here.
From Apple?
It was from like Acorns, not even Apple. Like, I pay attention to my Apple stuff. It's from stuff I didn't even know I was subscribed to for years. And I'm just like, it's $3, but then.
Hey, that shit adds up.
$3 a month. Like,
I ended up calling Apple and I got, I think, $1,300 back.
God
because
damn.
they were taking it. Like you said, you don't really pay it any mind because it's $2.99, $2, $3, $5.99. And then if you subscribe to something, you're not really looking into what's the other add-ons or does it ever increase. You just clicking okay. They ended up paying me back $1,500 or $1,300, something like that last year. Because I had, yeah.
Damn, Gina.
So a life hack, I mean, if you're not already doing it, call your family, call your aunties, your uncles, and your grandmas. They always got cable. Ask them, Grandma, what's your email for AT&T? And use they shit.
That's what I was doing until I got kicked off.
Oh yeah, you gonna get kicked off one day, but for now,
they changed the password.
If you ain't doing it, damn it, you're doing life wrong.
And I don't know why this pissed me off with Netflix, like trying to crack down on people sharing passwords. They
lost so much money.
My thing is, first of all, Netflix has some of the most intelligent people working for their organization. Y'all have subscribers in every region. They said they can't reach anymore. I think their next thing was like old people and then the new people being born. Them niggas ain't got jobs and the other old people don't give a damn what's on Netflix. So
they watch the news.
So why don't you come up with a different strategy? And we're in a recession. Like, y'all make so much money. Why are you guys trying to prey on people in their the hardest of financial times? It makes no sense to me. Like, you're trying to be everybody's like, oh, we want to cater to this and that. Y'all ain't catering to the people.
Nah.
And then you want to add ads and have, I'm sorry, I had to go on a rant on this. You want to add ads and then have Netflix TV? We already got Hulu. Hulu been the same nigga.
Yep.
His entire life. I'm just gonna stick with Hulu.
Yep.
Cause he's got better shows anyway. Them FX shows.
Yep.
They be hitting.
Atlanta. Boy,
yes.
I think I'm 2 episodes behind, but I'm here. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't even got enough time to talk about it.
We ain't got enough time to talk about it. But I'm just curious. Okay, so to wrap all this up, I was gonna bring in how the broke nigga, old ass nigga, middle aged nigga was gonna try to like swindle young bitches like with a Netflix account. But since Netflix is going up and he can't afford rent, how is he gonna do it?
As far as like the whole, because now we've gotten to the point where men are saying that they don't want to. They want to save their money until they know a woman's worth it. Let's say that. Not me, because I'm not going for that shit. But there are women that they're saying this to, like, oh, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just dating right now. So do you want to just come over and I cook for you, or I do this or I do that? But nigga, no.
So I can get this because, of course, I got swindled into watching that stupid ass ultimatum show. Did you watch it? It ain't worth it. But there was this young couple. It's essentially there's couples on here. One wants to get married and one's like, let's wait.
I'm gonna watch it. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so but there's this one couple and they're like 23 and 26. The man's 26 and the woman's like, I need to be married. I'm gonna be 25 soon. And he's like, I'm trying to get out of debt. And she's just a bill. She's really bad with money. So he was like, once I get out of debt, we can, talk about getting engaged. And she's just like, no, if you love me, we would work through this together. And I'm like, that's smart. Like, why would y'all could still be together. He's trying to make sure he can get out of debt because he feels like, engaged, buying a ring. You going to want a $10,000+ ring. You going to want a $30,000+ wedding. He's like, let me just get rid of these student loans and all that stuff first. So men going back and saying, I think it's the way they say it. Men going back and saying, I'm not spending all this money on women. I get it because we're in a recession. I think it's stupid if you're a habitual dater and you're dating 12 women at once to sit up here and go on a date and then be broke. Like, you got your priorities fucked up. Now, if you find a woman that you really, really like and really want to pursue, take her on a date. I think it's totally worth it. But you out here trying to be Mr. Casanova with your broke ass, I don't think that's smart.
I mean, I'm not going to call every man broke either, but in terms of like there's other things you can do. Because I know a guy that I was talking to on the phone and he was like, man, I was so offended when I asked this girl to come over and she told me no, like, but I offered to cook and offered to do this and offered to, every woman ain't the same. I don't know you just like you don't know me. Mm-hmm. I don't want to come to your house.
I'm not saying
No, I know you're not. I'm saying this for other people, for other men to gain that perspective of a woman. Like that part. Or like, I know, not even that. Okay, so I know that people get into the mode of getting comfortable. So whatever you allow is what somebody gets used to.
Right.
And then when you say no, it's, well, you've done it before. So if you set the tone,
I wholeheartily agree.
It will never even get to that point.
But that goes also into being intentional about dating.
Absolutely.
Don't be coming out here just trying to date every person you swipe right. Or
everybody
swipe
ain't for
right
everybody, boy.
Like, make sure, okay, you know what? We were talking. I think Toya, I love her podcast. I think she's amazing. She's gorgeous. I want to go on a date with her and see if that's the next thing. Like,
right.
Like just
and the date could be cheap. Like,
right. So
even with that, men are I'm not finna spend my money. And they always want to compare it to goddamn Steak 48. Steak 48 is not expensive. Like, damn, if you broke, just say that. But anywho.
But you know what? I will say.
You gotta take me. I don't even eat steak.
Because, we women, like, statistically, black women are making more than black men. And it's hard to keep up with our own maintenance sometimes. So if we're out here dating, like, I could probably only do a good day every 2-3 weeks. Sorry, not every weekend, not twice a week. If they're talking about stuff like that, eating out, I've had to get more financially savvy with inflation because, y'all, the grocery store is just a mess right now. That food is expensive as fuck.
Is it? I've been okay,
girl.
And I love to cook. I've been okay.
Like I think I spend, and it's just two of us. I think I spend like $200 every time I go. And
well, how often do you go? Because I feel like that's not bad for two people.
2 to 3 times a week.
Oh, fuck. What?
That's what I'm saying. These are the cooked meals. It's like
what are y'all eating? I got 3 motherfuckers. What are y'all eating? I will go to the grocery store maybe once a week. What?
And it's just like fresh ingredients. It's not.
You know what? Now that you said fresh, you do have to go 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, and it's like
shit.
I didn't realize like the prices were going. I was like,
yeah, they are.
Because I was like, why is my groceries bill getting so high? I was like, it's like the money. I'm not eating out as much, but then I'm putting it back into. Yeah. Anywho, I get it. We're in a recession, and I'm gonna end this because I don't know Mr. Future Nayvadius ain't cook. He got a chef come cook for y'all, but for the rest of you niggas with the $400 rent roommate, like I don't know what to tell you. Like, be more creative, be more intentional. I think that was a creative thing, but that does look a little scammer. Like I'm gonna kidnap you and kill you, and sounds like a you problem once you go missing. So don't.
That sounds like a whole tip to me. Was that your whole tip?
Yep. I don't know what I said, but yep, that was it.
My whole tip is going to bounce off of that. Ladies, be a little smarter. Don't fall for no shit like that. Like, yeah, it sounds, everything that sounds easy or sounds free or sounds too good to be true generally is. So, yeah, don't do that.
All the glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, don't do that. It could be gold plated. And on that